Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Games XP Championship. We are moving into our second match of the evening. Today we will be, my name is Evolve. I am joined by my co-caster Quasars,
Hey.
and we are going to be ready to get into the match tonight against Elyon Gaming is going to be taking on the Purple Cobras. So starting out on the blue side for Elyon Gaming, we have Rainer in the top lane. Hottie Williams will be in the jungle. Big Brain mid will be playing mid. We have C9 Sneaky in the carry role, and Jerd will be playing support. Taking them on is Purple Cobras. We have Cinco Gazer in the top lane. Friction will be playing jungle. Frisian in the mid lane. Tomato Farmer in the carry role, and Desolate Earth will be supporting. So I'm really excited to get into this. I know Team Purple Cobras have been looking really good as of lately, so we're going to see if they're going to be able to continue their dominance, and we can see if Elyon is able to bounce back and break their losing streak that they currently have going on. So it should be a good matchup tonight. What do you expect to see tonight?
Um, I expect, typical things from Purple Cobras for, the four of them mid to support just to, try to pick off team fights while Cinco Gazer is top lane split pushing and doing Cinco Gazer things. That's very typical for Purple Cobras.
Yeah, we are getting into draft here, so we see the Jacks taken away from the side of Purple Cobras. Looks like they're taking that split push element, or trying to take it away from Cinco Gazer. They respond with the Pantheon Kaisa band coming through. It'll be interesting to see what these teams want to prioritize, especially on the side of Elyon Gaming here. I'd be interested. I think they would want to kind of get their bot lane established and rolling. So I would expect some sort of hard carry bot to get locked in here and try to push him through here. We do see the Gragas come out. So we are seeing a pinch coming from the side of Purple Cobras. They're kind of limiting Hottie Williams' champ pool is what it seems like to me.
Yeah, they definitely prioritize taking away the Jax from Friction. He's known to play Jax throughout this tournament, and he's very proficient on him. So I think that was a very good ban for Elyon Gaming. And, with Pantheon, he has the global ultimate that can be really crucial to, helping out his teammates. So that was a good pick on the side of Purple Cobras.
Yeah, so we will see what Rainer decides to lock in. First pick for the side of Elyon here. Looks like they are going to go ahead and grab that Alistair for Jerd, followed by the Ari for Frisian. I know we've seen Frisian play a lot of Ari lately, so it's going to be exciting to watch him on that champion tonight.
Yeah, Frisian does play a lot of Ari, but because of, well, pretty much all the teams knowing that in this particular tournament, he does get his Ari banned away from him a lot. So not putting it in one of the first three bans, just gives him his first choice pick in the mid lane.
Yeah, we do see Hottie Williams looking to opt into that Jarvan now. It could be a top lane Jarvan. We don't know yet. It's kind of a flex pick at this moment here. We'll see what they decide to do with that Jarvan pick. So we got that coming through. The Morgana coming through for, we're assuming, Desolate Earth. Now that we see the Ari, the Morgana looks like she's going to be going ahead and going into the support role here. Talon coming through to match the Ari from Big Brain mid. So we have the supports for both sides locked in. Jungle on the side of Elyon here, and we're going into the second phase bans here. I would expect them to try to pinch out more of the 80 carry spot for because neither teams is really locked in an 80 carry here. So we'll see if the teams opt to kind of pinch that pool down.
Right, and we do see that Renekton got picked up for Purple Cobras as one of Cinco Gazer's top picks. He typically builds AD on Renekton rather than tank, and he just split pushes and does massive amounts of damage. So I feel like that would have been a priority ban, but instead they went for his Scion, which he played, I believe, their last game.
Yeah, so it seems like they're letting Purple Cobras pick pretty much everything they really want here. Frisian's gonna get his Ari that he's so proficient on. and Cinco Gazer is going to get one of his favorites in Renekton. So the solo lanes are feeling pretty good right now if you're on Purple Cobras for sure.
The shadows.
Fear controls them.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they're banning out the Kayn or the Camille. I don't really think any of my players play either of those, but I mean, if it makes them feel more comfortable for Elyon Gaming to ban out those champions, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we do see a Teemo locked in here. I'm gonna assume that's a Teemo 80 carry. With the Renekton locked in for the top lane and Ahri locked in as the mid laner, it looks like we are going to see a Morgana Teemo in the bot lane. Was this something that was planned, or take me into that pick real quick?
My team really likes to troll, and Tomato Farmer is the most troll person on my team. So I think he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna play Teemo, I don't care, and then he insta-locked Teemo. So
Nice.
but
okay.
That's not typically planned. So fingers crossed that Tomato Farmer knows what he's doing.
All right, maybe a little disrespect from the side of Purple Cobras. Let's see if Elyon can kind of abuse that Teemo pick. We do see the Swain locked in here. So what it looks like to me is we're going to have a Swain bot along with the Alistar. So we're looking to chain those CCs. Udyr coming in for the jungler Friction. Oh my gosh, how many times? I'm going to mix that up probably 7 or 8
It's
times.
alright.
Friction gonna go on the Udyr there. So
I mean,
yeah, we see all the lineups locked in. We have the Gangplank versus the Renekton in the top lane. We have the jungles. Looks like Jarvan is going to come in, and the Udyr. Friction. You mentioned that he's very proficient on Jax. Udyr has a kind of a similar play style. He's gonna try to run in and stun people and get that split push out. He just really doesn't have that gap closer that you're gonna have from the side of Jax there. And then the Ahri Talon matchup. But I am really excited to see how this bot lane goes. You have Swain Alistar against a Teemo Morgana, so it's going to be a little spicy bot lane action, I think, for sure.
Yes. Well, I know that the names are confusing for Purple Cobras, but it could be worse because Frisian was trying to convince Cinco Gazer to change his name to Fraction and was going to pay for it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry, but it was about to be Fraction, Friction, and Frisian, and then Tomato Farmer Desolate Earth.
Yeah, if that was the case, you would not see Evolve casting any more Purple Cobras games. But luckily, it looks like Cinco Gazer decided not to do that today. So thank you, Cinco Gazer, for not putting me through that today. So what do you think about the team comps? I know you're on Purple Cobras, but what do you think? Who has the advantages here as far as team compositions go?
Well, we do see some heavy engage on the side of Elyon Gaming with the Alistar, the Jarvan, and then also Swain has that pullback ability. I'm sorry, I'm trash with abilities. It's the one that like throws you backwards towards him. Not fun.
That's his passive. I don't know what his passive called, but his never move is the one where he grabs you.
Right. So he has that, and so it's. I feel like it's going to be very easy for the members of Purple Cobra to get caught out by that Jarvan, the Swain, and the Alistar. And then we also have Gangplank in the top lane, who's doing mass amounts of crit damage from mid to late game once he starts building those items. And then you have Talon with the roam potential. He can run through the jungle, jump over walls, and do a whole bunch of burst damage as well. But then again, on the side of Purple Cobras, you have like a slightly more traditional comp. Like Teemo's technically a marksman, so they have that going for them in the bot lane. They have the Morgana to spell shield the Alistar knockup, and they have the Ahri who has burst magic damage and is also a pretty good roaming mid laner to kind of counteract that Talon roams. We have Udyr who has the ability to go hella speedy and stun people for days. So I feel like he could very easily chase people down that are low and, get them stunned. So his teammates can either catch up and pick up that kill, or he can pick it up himself. And then again, we have Cinco Gazer playing Renekton in the top lane, where he can just easily split push and do mass amounts of damage all game. And if none of the members on Elyon Gaming can do anything about that Renekton, then they're just going to lose towers for free.
Yeah, so they do have to worry about getting pushed in here. With that, we are going to go ahead and hear from our sponsors here. We do have a contest open, so tell us who you guys think are going to win this game. Either bet for Elyon Gaming in the chat or Purple Cobras. With that, we will hear a short message from our sponsors.
My name is Tim Borseth, and I own and operate Games XP in Decorah, Iowa. Games XP is a geek paradise. We carry everything from Pong and Atari all the way to Xbox One and PS4, and all the games that would go with those consoles as well. We also carry a ton of movies. We have handheld games. We have Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon. We have D&D and Pathfinder. We carry Warhammer 40K. We have a vintage Star Wars selection. This place is great. My wife and I have had 6 kids, and they are so much fun to work with here at the store. They run the store as much as I do.
And we now repair cell phones, game consoles, computers, and small electronics.
Our store is instant fun. Not only is there cool music and cool stuff to look at, but we have a game room that is so much fun. It's free to play, and you just plug in your game system and enjoy life. The Game XP motto is bringing joy to people's lives through our products, people, and a place to play. So you have got to come to Decorah, Iowa, and check out Games XP and experience this geek gaming paradise.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Rift here. We have Game 1 featuring Elyon Gaming on the blue side and Purple Cobras on the red side here. As teams get loaded on the Rift, we do have some results from the bets in the chat here. It looks like the majority has Purple Cobras winning, so we'll see how that goes. They're obviously a heavy favorite going into this matchup. Elyon Gaming is at a record of 0-7, I believe, and Purple Cobras has looked pretty strong. So let's see if they can hold up to that expectation tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this matchup in the bot lane, the Teemo versus the Swain. Swain has a lot of sustain, but at the same time, Teemo has the overtime damage, the poison. So I'm wanting to see like how he's able to deal with the Swain and if he can deal with him proficiently or not.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. The thing with Teemo, you mentioned that he is a marksman, but the issue with him is he has a very short amount of range. So I think Swain does outrange him. So we'll see if Teemo's able to get up in there and get some damage before getting poked out by that Alistar Swain bot lane. Looks like we have some pretty standard starts from both junglers, taking leashes from their bot lane. That'll put them around the top side of the map around 3 minutes, depending on their path here. So we'll see both junglers looking like a pretty standard start here. Whoa, okay. So it looks like Teemo opted to go into the mid lane, and they put Frisian in the bot lane on Ahri. Hottie Williams comes in with that early level 2 gank here. Doesn't really do it here. You have the Dark Binding hit from Desolate Earth here. Ahri going in, a little bit of damage there. Just a little trading back and forth. Oh, here comes the all-in from the Talon, and that is First Blood going over to Big Brain mid. He saw that. He hit that level 2 Power Spark. power spike, flash, ignited him. Here comes Cinco Gazer, though, going aggressive on the Rainer in the top lane. Oh, we do see the Jarvan heading up. Hottie Williams, he has the angle on Renekton. He doesn't have to slice and dice here. Flash is available, gets the knock up here from Hottie Williams. Flash out. Hottie Williams not able to take down Cinco Gazer. So, wow, in only 2.5 minutes is some early action here. So, first blood going over to the side of Talon.
Yeah, I feel like Purple Cobras didn't really see Elyon as a threat going into this game, and they decided to just troll like they do in their flex games, and I don't think that that's going to be the best option for them. I feel like they should have been a little bit more serious going into this because, as we saw, the Talon already has first blood on that Teemo, so if Talon gets fed, it's kind of difficult to deal with him going into mid to late game, just because of the amount of burst damage he has.
Yeah, so I'm not sure on the switch there. You know, I think Teemo doesn't really have a way to get away, and I know it's still level 2. Ahri could have probably fell into the same thing, but Ahri's at least able to match that push in that lane, so she might have been level 2 too. I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see how things pan out here. It is going to be quite a big lead for that Talon already in that mid lane.
Yeah, Cinco Gaze is already trying to apply that pressure on the top lane, and you know, do his Cinco Gazer things. We do see a gank from Friction though.
All right, yeah, we do see Friction coming down, assisting in that kill over to Ahri. So we're gonna see, you know, Ahri get that kill, start to snowball, and hopefully take over this game. We see some action here in the mid lane. Rainer going very low. The ignite comes through from Renekton. Is that enough from Cinco Gazer? It looks like Rainer will barely survive there. So we do see Rainer forced out of lane here. Renekton's still 5 CS back there, so I think the Rainer will be able to TP and not fall too far behind here.
Yeah, we do see that the Purple Cobras are already trying to get that vision control in the river, just to make sure that there's no ganks coming in from that Jarvan. As we mentioned in Champions Life, he is pretty spooky. He just jumps in and can easily pick someone off if he has his teammates there to follow them up, and if the opposing team doesn't have any flashes. So it's very good to get that early vision control, just to make sure that there's no bamboozles happening in lane.
Yeah, we do see some good pink ward coverage here. We do see Big Brain Mid going aggressive on the Teemo here. Able to kind of walk it out there. We do see Hottie Williams is approaching. We'll see if he's able to get something going in this mid lane. Tomato Farmer's doing a good job of hovering towards his vision. He knows his jungler's on the bot side of the map. He knows there's no threat from over there. We do see Hottie Williams going aggressive, takes a turret shot here. Friction's going to be here. Gets the stun down onto Big Brain Mid. Big Brain Mid turns on Tomato Farmer. He is able to trade the kill 1-for-1 there. So the burst from Talon is just too much there. It was played pretty well from Friction. Talon was just able to burst that Teemo down so fast.
Right, and we do see quite a bit of damage coming out from that Gangplank already. He had the orange there to kind of cleanse that little stun.
Yeah, so we do see the Teemo opting to go towards the Nashor's Tooth, picks up that Stinger item first. Frisian has the Lost Chapter completed, so he's going to be able to spam some abilities in that bot lane, not have to worry about his mana as much. Subsequently, for Swain, you do see the catalyst of Aeons coming through here. So these casters in the bot lane, we're going to see them come alive here in a few more moments. Once they finish that first item is when we're going to start seeing some more action down in the bot lane there.
Yeah, and I would like to point out that Purple Cobras has a lot of AP. They have the Morgana, the Teemo, and the Ahri. It's good that their Renekton typically builds AD, and we should see some AD being built for the Udyr as well. But I just don't think that that's going to be enough AD output opposed to the magic damage. So I feel like once Elyon Gaming starts to build up that magic resist, then it's going to be tough for Purple Cobras to put out enough damage in team fights.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Neither team really has opted for much of a front line, especially if you say that your Renekton typically goes with damage build. If he doesn't opt into a tank, neither team's really going to have that much of a tank. You are going to have the J4, but he's still more of a pseudo-tank fighter on the side of Elyon, so I don't know if they're going to be able to stack too much magic resist. I would like to see Swain go for the Abyssal Mask rather than the Rod of Ages, if that's the case, but we'll see if he decides to go that route. Here comes the Cataclysm coming from Hottie Williams. Tomato Farmer, very quick flash, is able to avoid anything too crazy there. Although he is going very low, the blind's going to save him a little bit. It doesn't look like Big Brain Mid wants to go too hard. We do have a fight, a dive under this turret for Cinco Gazer. Takes him really low, does pick up the kill. Friction in that mid lane gets the kill onto Hottie Williams, but it is traded right over to Big Brain Mid. Once again, Big Brain Mid is 3-1 right now, so that's going to be very dangerous. He goes in onto Tomato Farmer, taken very low. A couple more autos will do it. The blind does save him. There's a lot of mushrooms on the way. Tomato Farmer is running his way. Big Brain Mid is looking to capitalize on this here, but I think we're just going to see both teams kind of reset and go. Just kidding, we're right back to the top lane. Big Brain Man does end up getting the kill on a Tomato Farmer. We do see Sneaky here going very low. Desolate Earth picks up the kill on Sneaky. Jared is running for his life here. So we do have action all over the map here. Let's take a minute to kind of look at everything and see where we're at here. So we do see the Talon is starting to get really strong right now at 4-1. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on him, whereas the kills are more distributed amongst Purple Cobras.
Yeah, we do see the Udyr coming in with some really good ganks, but like, I don't know if it's unfortunate or not at this point in time, but he did get most of those kills. He has 2 kills and 1 assist, so I'm not sure if it would have been more beneficial to give that to a laner quite yet, but looking at how mid lane is going, I don't think that, it would have been wise to give them over to the Teemo.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough to see if this Teemo can climb into this game and stay relevant. I just don't know where they're going to put him in a lane once we get past this laning phase. Are they going to let him split pot? Typically, you would think you'd want Ahri splitting. She just has more mobility. So that Teemo pick is really, it might be the Achilles heel for Purple Cobras this game.
Yeah, we do see quite a few pings coming out from Elyon Gaming in the bot lane, so I think they know that Udyr is there and they just aren't trying to follow up with their laners roaming.
Oh, Big Brain Mid again, just abusing this Teemo right now. This is going to be one really scary Talon, especially with a team that doesn't have much of a front line. We are going to see, the Black Shield's going to help a little bit from him, but if he times it right, he's going to blow anyone up. We do see some action down the bot lane. Jared going really low. Here comes the Dark Shackles from Desolate Earth. Udyr is here, gets the stun onto the Alistar. Frisian is going to pick up a kill. We do go up the top lane here where we see some action again. Constant fighting. But in the end, Frisian picks up another kill. So it's going to be a kind of a battle here between Frisian and Talon, I think, in this game.
Yeah, I think. Oh, wait.
More action in the bot lane. Frisian, he takes down the Swain. Good job by Frisian, showing his comfort on this Ahri. Here comes Cinco Gazer going aggressive onto the Rainer too. We do see that Cinco Gazer starting to be able to bully out this gangplank without any much pushback at this point.
Yeah, I feel that it could go either way.
Here goes Pops to Dominus, pulls one rotation, picks up another kill. Yeah, so here comes Cinco Gazer, just gonna be able to just force down this guy's throat here. I really want to see this Talon get out of the mid lane and try to affect more of the map at this point.
Yeah, we did see a Cinco Gazer pick up another kill and first turret. So I feel like he's already doing his job that he needs to be doing. Like, they assigned him the job of getting kills and split pushing and building AD, and he does.
Here comes Hottie
that
Williams
well.
with the Cataclysm, takes down the tomato farmer there. Big Brain mid, another kill, 6 and 1. Yeah, so, man, yeah, they keep abusing this mid, but the problem is they're not really getting much out of it. You know, Talon is really strong, yes, but they can keep killing this team all they want unless they can affect part of the map. I don't think they're doing too much right now with that.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's not really worth it at this point to keep killing that Teemo. Like, they keep sending people mid to, you know, get that kill because it's an easy kill, but at the same time, like, he's at a point where he's not worth any gold. Or at least not much. So I think it's worth, or it's a waste of time for sure.
Dark Binding hits from Desolate Earth. Frisian pops the Swain there. C9 Sneaky goes really low. Jerd is going to be able to escape with his life there. So we see that deadly combo. Once that Dark Binding hits, it's lights out for the Swain. Oh, Frisian once more trying to get the kill down onto Jerd. He is a little bit too healthy at the moment, but he is sticking around. We do see the Talon lurking in the bushes here. Might be able to make something happen. All right, Jerd flashes in and headbutts Frisian away. Frisian just turns around and picks the kill there. So a bit of a misplay from Jerd at that point. Tower goes down, and overall we're starting to see a big lead grow for Purple Cobras.
Yeah, Purple Cobras are head in towers, and they also have,
Big
you know,
Brain
Drake.
mid, he just kind of runs into 3 members of Purple Cobras at the moment. He was able to parkour over the wall and escape there. Interesting play from the side of Big Brain mid. We do see some more action down in that bot lane. So yeah, I don't know if Elyon Gaming just, you know, I don't know if they know what they need to do to win this game right now, but those are 2 very costly mistakes, and now Purple Cobras has a solid 4K gold lead. So if you're Elyon Gaming, what do you try to do to get back into this game?
I mean, they just need to stop focusing down that Teemo so much, and like, even though it's an easy kill and it's there for them, it's not worth it. So they really need to start like trying to roam down bot lane and get that Ahri, or maybe even send a couple people up top to help out that gangplank with the Cinco Gazer. Just because, well, we know that Cinco's building damage and that he's very proficient on Renekton, but you should still send like a couple extra people just in case. Because I feel like with the CS lead he has, and with the items, and you know, with the kills that he has over Gangplank, it would be more helpful for ELG to send 2 people up to help rather than just 1, because that's just going to be an easy double kill picked up for Cinco Gazer.
Yeah, for sure. So they're kind of on their back foot here. We do see the next object here. Here's the Dark Binding going down from Morgana. Frisian follows up with the Charm. It looks like they might have practiced this bot lane a little bit. They're doing a good job of layering these CC's abilities.
Yeah, I would like to point out that Talon got the magic resist boots first. I feel like I think he actually rushed them. So it's going to be a little bit tougher for them to burst down without Talon with the Ahri and the Morgana.
We do see the Rift Herald picked up by Friction here. So that's another huge tool for the side of Purple Cobras here. They're going to look to put their foot down and push this game into the next level here. We do have the next objective up is an Infernal Drake, so both teams are definitely going to want to Pick that up. Oh, we do see Big Brain Man taking out Friction here. That's a huge gold picked up from Big Brain Mid. Here comes Heidi Williams. The smite goes over to the side of Friction here. Cataclysm comes down. Here comes C9 Sneaky, but he's stuck in that Cataclysm wall. I'm not sure if Heidi Williams DC'd there or what happened, but he just kind of stopped moving. He put up the Cataclysm wall and he didn't move it, so even though we had the demonic ascension from Swain, he wasn't able to get into that fight. Here comes the Dominus pop from Cinco Gazer. Once Raynar flashes away, Cinco Gazer wants to kill, chasing him under the turret, and is able to pick that up. Holy cow. So we do see these side lanes are really, really being strong for Purple Cobras.
Right, and Cinco's just doing Cinco Gazer thing. You know, he's able to 1v1 his top laner. No one's really going down to help his top laner, Elyon Gaming's top laner out. So he's able to just take the towers that he wants and not really have too much contested.
We do see Heidi Williams making a play onto Cinco Gazer, but Cinco Gazer just stuns him and walks away there. Yeah, so interestingly enough, we have all of the kills from Elyon Gaming are on this Talon right now. So even though it's a 4 or 5k gold lead, it seems much bigger than that because all the gold is sitting on this Talon in the mid lane.
Yeah, you do need to distribute your kills evenly among your teammates, because if one person has it, then the entire team ends up depending on that one person to help everyone out, and they just can't be everywhere at once.
Right here, so we do see Barons coming up in about a minute. That's going to be the next global objective on the map. We do see the top tier 1 turrets are already taken down, so the next thing Cobras has their sight on is this mid tier 1 here. We do have the bot lane allocated mid, Desolate Earth, and Friction again layering that CC and just take out another member. Swain is just getting abused by that CC combo right now. He really needs to start trying to get away from that. And another turret is going to go down. So they do pick up that third outer turret.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be pretty tough for Elyon Gaming to catch up. Like, Purple Cobras already has a 6k gold lead. They have both the dragons and their 3 towers up. So unless Elyon Gaming can start trying to get kills onto other champions, then they're going to have a tough time with the Ahri, the Udyr, and the Renekton as well.
Yeah, they do pop the Rift Herald bottom. We're going to start seeing them crack down into the base of Elyon here. They're going to be able to keep this push up because they still have 2 members in the mid lane. This dual push is going to be really hard for Elyon to kind of take control of. Elyon has a form of engage, but at this point, they're so far ahead, they can't really use their team comp to its fullest. Big Brain mid trying to get a pick onto the Ahri here. Frisian is able to pop his ultimate and go away there. Oh, Jerd is a little out of place here. Here comes the Cataclysm from the side of Elyon Gaming. The Demonic Ascension from the Swain. Cinco Gazer onto the backline, though, doing a huge amount of damage. Takes off Raynar. That's a double kill. Here comes Big Brain mid, picking up a kill here. Turns his attentions onto the Tomato Farmer. Teemo's little speedy boy running away. Nice move from Teemo. He's going to be able to get out. It does look like Cinco Gazer is in a bit of predicament, but he might be able to just turn this here. He does get that 1v3 kill onto the Talon. He looks to take Jerd out next, going really low, but he's still alive. Slice and dice and away, and Cinco Gazer getting in there, getting huge kills and getting out. Really good play from Cinco Gazer.
Yeah, he was a very slippery snake there, able to slither on out of there. But very, very nice cleanup on the side of Purple Cobras there, having the Cinco Gazer come in. Even though the Ahri wasn't there to get that burst damage, they were definitely able to make up for it with the AD Renekton.
Yeah, so...
yeah, we do have an 8k gold lead for Purple Cobras at this point, so they've definitely gotten ahead, and it's going to be pretty difficult for Elyon Gaming to catch up with that lead that Purple Cobras have set.
Jerd tries to go with the headbutt pulverize, but whiffs the combo there, and Frisian just walks away. So the next objectives we have on the map, we do have the Baron that is up. That's probably a good site for Purple Cobras. It is a second Cloud Drake as well. When you have champions like Udyr, Teemo, Renekton, these Cloud Drakes are really going to help them out getting to these fights with these split pushers that they have in play. So both objectives are really important. And I think Elyon really needs to try to do something here. They can't just roll over and give this one over. They have to fight over this Baron or this Cloud Drake.
Yeah, I feel like Purple Cobras should really focus the Cloud Drake for the reasons that you stated before. Just the Renekton, the Udyr, and the Teemo would all benefit from that. Oh, Ari's looking to get a pick, but Talon's here.
Yeah, so we do see quite a bit of Baron vision set up from the side of Elyon. Udyr is able to just take that Cloud Drake solo here, so that is good. We really need to see some sort of pick from Purple Cobras, in my opinion, to get back in. Or I'm sorry, not Purple Cobras. Elyon really needs to find some picks here to kind of stop the bleeding, slow this gold, this gold lead down. And do it. But it's going to be really tough when you have a Renekton that's able to 1v4. All right, here's the fight that they want. They go in, take the Cataclysm here. Desolate Earth goes really low. They're not able to finish it off. The Demonic Ascension takes down Morgana. They turn on a Cinco Gazer. He is doing a ton of damage, though. Swain is still in his ultimate form. Huge gold pickup. That is a big fight for Elyon Gaming. However, you do have the Teemo split pushing in the bottom.
Right, and we do see that Udyr and Ari are both trying to kind of keep their attention here, just so they don't back and stop that Teemo from getting that inhibitor turret. But it looks like Alistar is on his way down to try to help him out.
Yeah, so another pick off there. They tried to go a little too aggressive there. Hottie Williams thought he could pick up the kill, was not able to finish Frisian off, and dies for it. And Tomato Farmer does go down, so they are able to defend their base for a little bit longer. Try to farm up and get relevant in these team fights.
Yeah, and Purple Cobras was able to pick up that Windrake that we mentioned before. So now they have 2 Windrakes and an Infertile Drake. But Elyon Gaming has closed up that gold lead a little bit there. Now, let's see, they now have 11 kills to Purple Cobra's 19. And we do see a pause coming in.
All right, what would a game be without a pause?
Apparently Teemo is lagging, so we have to wait for Tomato Farmer to either restart or, do what he needs to do.
Hey, that's what I say in my solo queue games, man. When I'm 0-6, I'm just like, yeah, I'm lagging. But in all reality, Teemo did a really good job of taking advantage of the fact that there was a fight in the top lane, able to take that inhibitor turret. So good map awareness from Tomato Farmer to kind of keep things going here. All right, so we do have around an 8 to 9k gold lead for the side of Purple Cobras. Baron is on the map. So, Elyon, what do you try to do right now? What is your plan? You do have the open inhibitor. What do they need to do to try to make this game somewhat winnable?
I mean, we did see in that last little fight that went down in the top lane that Elyon Gaming does have the potential to win team fights against Purple Cobras, but they just they need to watch out for the split push as well, because they could very well go and try to team fight a 4v4 and then have someone going to stop, say, the Renekton that's split pushing bot lane, and it's just like, if Renekton can still 1v1 that gangplank at that point, then they're going to lose an inhibitor, so they need to focus around, having vision control and map awareness, as well as, picking team fights that are worth getting, just to like close that lead a little bit.
Yeah, very, very good point there. Gonna have to try to pick fights where they can. We do see the Morgana wanting to take this red buff. It looks like it was gonna reset. They're gonna take it out. Cinco Gazer is caught out. 2v1 Hottie Williams. I don't know if 2 members are enough though. Cinco Gazer just takes out Hottie Williams, turns his attention on to Jerd. Big Brain mid, very low. Oh my gosh, he is 1v4ing right now. Pops the stopwatch, but I don't know if it can save him. No one else is around. So we do see Big Brain mid picking up the kill onto Cinco Gazer. That's another good kill there. That's a lot of gold going over to Cinco Gazer. I'm sorry, from Cinco Gazer. But just seeing them having to use 4 members to take down Renekton is really a bad sign for Elyon Gaming right now.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Purple Cobras was able to, push that minion wave a little bit bot lane, and just to apply some pressure up to that inhibitor that is lacking that tower that they took out earlier. So, like I said earlier, like you have to watch, like, yeah, you could be winning a team fight somewhere in the map, but somewhere else, Purple Cobras is taking initiative and trying to get those objectives.
Dark Binding goes down on the Big Brain mid, followed up by the Charm from Frisian, taken very low, hops over the wall to get away. But that's a lot of damage. You see that rotation coming through once again. They turn their sights onto this Baron here, as they know they just chunked out the strongest member of Elyon Gaming. They are going to be able to spot this Gangplank in the bot lane as well on that well-placed ward in that Krug's pit. So Baron coming out. We do have the ward from Elyon in there, so they do know this is happening. The question is, are they going to be able to stop it here? We're going to see a team fight. Big Charm coming from Frisian, gets swing really low. Here comes Hottie Williams. There's a Flag and Drag Cataclysm onto 3 members. Immediately, C9 Sneaky pops the Demonic Ascension, but gets blown up by Cinco Gazer. Big Brain mid, taken very low once again from Frisian, is able to escape, but Purple Cobras are just going to turn their attention onto the base as Teemo chases them into the jungle. Maybe they're not going to turn the attention onto the base of Elyon Gaming.
It seems like Purple Cobras have intent to... Teemo finally gets the Talon. It seems like they have intent to push out other lanes because they don't feel like maybe they can't end right now.
Yeah, okay. Raynor getting low. They are going to dive him onto the Nexus turrets here. We do see Udyr is traditionally known for being able to get out of this, but is going very low. Jerd is trying to take him down. He is going to take him down with the turret shots there. Cinco Gazer going on to Sneaky. Oh, a mistake there. A very good Zonios by Sneaky to take him out. Charm goes through from Ari. Hits Hottie Williams. Taken low. All right, we do see them cracking the base now. 2 inhibs down. They are looking. They have their sights to end this game now. All right, last chance here for the side of Elyon Gaming. They want to try to get something going on here. Super minions with the Baron buff is just going to push down their base. They do lose their 3rd inhibitor turret. Let's see what we have spawning in the Dragon Pit. It is a Mountain Drake, so another very powerful dragon that, if they so choose, they can pick it up. We do see the Cataclysm from Hottie Williams, taking Tomato Farmer quite low. The Demonic Ascension does pick up the kill onto Tomato Farmer. So for at least all that, they do get the kill on the Teemo and give them a little bit more time to get things together.
Yeah, but now as Elyon Gaming is trying to clear out their base from any of those minions, Purple Cobras has the opportunity to go for this Mountain Drake, and it looks like they will. That's going to be great for helping them siege those last few towers, and even those inhibitors if they respawn before they can finally end the game.
Yeah, but Purple Cobras is just going to be able to get this free pick on that dragon. Frisian doing a lot of damage to Jerd. He's going to go really low. Oh no, Frisian may have overcommitted. A very good Zonius here. We'll see if he can capitalize. Is taken down by Raynor. So another pick over to the side of Elyon. They're not going down without a fight.
Yeah, but now they have super minions pouring into their base. So they have to go back and defend while Purple Cobras has the opportunity to wait for the Ari to respawn and to regroup and to push and end the game. So we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see like what Purple Cobras decides to do at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of all up to their. Really, it's on them here. I think if they really want to end this game, they have the capabilities of doing so. However, I think a little over-aggression on some of the members have prolonged this game a little bit longer than they would have liked. We do see everybody gravitating towards this last inhibitor that's up for Elyon.
And we did see earlier that they had to send 4 people on Elyon up to deal with that Cinco Gazer properly. So if I were Purple Cobras right now, I would have Cinco Gazer split pushing one lane while the rest of my team goes and ends the game. But it looks like they all kind of just want to group up in their base and end the game properly.
They do see that Friction's out by himself, so Hottie Williams does the flag and drag, and the Cataclysm isn't able to take him out. Cinco Gazer pops very mid. The Demonic Ascensionist popped from Swain here. Cinco Gazer is just dominating this game, though. Picks up a quadra kill, I believe, and he finished this game off with style as Purple Cobras take down the Nexus for Elyon Gaming. An absolute monster performance from Cinco Gazer that game on his Renekton here. So, wow, what a great game to open this season. And again, we mentioned earlier, Purple Cobras showing that dominance in this game.
Right, and we did mention earlier that the Purple Cobras, they rely heavily on Cinco Gazer playing those split push champions, just the ones that he can build AD on and just push and 1v1 his top laner and maybe even 1v2 when the jungler comes up to help as well. And I feel like Elyon Gaming made a huge mistake by letting that go through for Cinco Gazer to pick up that Renekton. Like we saw in this game, it took 4 people on Elyon just to go and kill the Cinco Gazer. So I feel like maybe that would be a priority ban for Elyon Gaming this game, just to get that, away from Cinco.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be something that we need to look forward to in Game 2. We are going to take a very short break, let the teams get set up into Game 2, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here getting in lobby for Game 2 featuring Elyon Gaming versus Purple Cobras. We are switching sides here. Purple Cobras will be on the blue side this game, and Elyon Gaming will be going to the red side. So in your opinion, what do you think Elyon Gaming needs to do in this draft phase to kind of get the ball rolling and bounce back and get back into this series?
Definitely ban out the Renekton. That's my number one tip for Elyon Gaming is to ban out the Renekton. Don't let Cinco Gazer have it. And you need to also pick a top laner that can properly deal with Cinco. The Gangplank just wasn't cutting it last game. So, let's see. Also, you need to pay attention to Frisian because he's very good at roaming. He's very good in the mid lane. He knows what he's doing on those spellcasting champions. Banning him out isn't really an option, seeing as because he got banned out so much last season, he needs to constantly increase his champion pool. So I would just not even worry about Frisian except for maybe his Ahri. And as far as bot lane goes, Tomato Farmer is just going to troll it. We saw the first game he went Teemo. I don't think at this point he really respects Elyon Gaming to the point where he should be playing seriously, and he's just trying to have fun. So as long as they can find something to go up against Tomato Farmer's shenanigans in the bot lane, they should be all right.
All right, we are into the Champ Select, so we do see the similar bans coming over from the side of Purple Cobras. They take out the Gragas and the Pantheon. We do see the Morgana ban. I think they realized that and there's the Ahri. So they do realize that the Morgana Ahri lane was just insane right there. So they took that away there.
Right, and we see the same bans for the most part coming out from Purple Cobras. We see the Pantheon again, the Gragas again, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the Talon come out. Oh, no, we see Alistar.
Alistar banned away. So they kind of left them in kind of a pickle right here. Do they ban the Renekton away from Cinco Gazer, or do they allow Friction to get the Jax? And they look like they're taking the Jax away, leaving Renekton open, and Cinco Gazer wastes no time locking it in. But it does look like Raynor has a plan for this game as he inslocks the cannon to deal with that Renekton.
Right, and I think I'm not really sure how Renekton goes into Kinnan. We do see Hottie Williams pick up the Rakan for Jerd in the bot lane, though. I know that Rakan has recently gotten a slight nerf, so he's not as strong, but he's still a very strong support. I know that the nerf has dropped his win rate down below 50, so maybe that's just like more for a team comp or a team fight pick.
Yeah, Rakan is typically just a very strong support champion in competitive. He has the ability to go in, knock up, get out. He's typically pretty safe. He gives you that engage that you look for in a support, similar to like an Alistar, a little bit squishier though. We do see the Ezreal Thresh come through for the bot lane, so it looks like, unless we see some crazy stuff during draft, it looks like Tomato Farmer is going to go on to a traditional AD carry. Last time we thought that, however, he locked in Teemo and went mid, so I'll hold my my tongue until we see the rest of these picks and bans come through.
Yeah,
there's the Camille ban away again.
Personally, I do feel like Ezreal is by far Tomato Farmer's best AD carry. I've seen him 2v1 in the bot lane when his support was in base buying before. So he is pretty spooky on Ezreal if given the opportunity to be. Now we do see the Talon ban come out for Purple Cobra, so I guess they just didn't want to deal with that again.
And the Fizz ban to kind of round out the bans from the side of Elyon Gaming. And let's see what they want to take away here. So they'll probably pinch the mid lane champion pool here from Big Brain Mid, just to give, not only is they're going to be the pick choice for Frisian this game, there's the Vladimir to pinch that pool just a little bit further.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where the Fizz ban came from. I really haven't seen Frisian play Fizz before, and I actually think I did one time, and he was extremely bad at it. He went from like high plat level playstyle to like bronze 5. So
We see an Ivern coming through. So we get to see Hottie Williams on the happy tree. We will see how that goes. Ivern used to be a very, very strong pick in a few patches back. Has kind of lost his edge with some of the item nerfs due to supports being so strong. So it'll be interesting to see how Ivern does in this game. Lee Sin is picked for Friction on the side of Purple Cobras.
yeah, I do feel like Iron definitely used to be strong, but like you said, with the recent changes to support items, not so much. But I do feel like he still has a lot of utility to help out his teammates. He does build, the Locket and the Redemption. So maybe have Rakan go a little bit beefier just so he can, dash in and get that charm off on Purple Cobras properly. So his team can, do what they need to do off of that. We do see the Vel'Koz locked in.
Interesting pick. I see Malphite come through. It looks like Frisian's going to take the Malphite into the mid lane against this Vel'Koz here. That's an interesting pick for sure. So we see a little bit more spice from Purple Cobras. Malphite is extraordinarily good at his wombo combos, running in, just blowing people up. I would be very surprised to not see them kind of look towards Kennen in the top lane and look for like a 3-man dive with Lee Sin, Renekton, and Malphite. They're definitely going to be able to roam around and dive or pick off anyone they want with this composition, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like AP Malphite is really good for picking off the AD carries. So I think Frisian saw that they locked in the Draven pretty early and was like, hey, I'm going to get something that'll completely destroy Draven. And decided to go with the Malphite on that. Because, if Cinco Gazer goes in there and doesn't focus the Draven entirely, then that could be problematic for him. So it's good to have like a backup for when Cinco goes all in. And so I feel like Malphite is very complementary for the Renekton, especially in team fights.
Yeah, so it's interesting on the side of Elyon once again. There's not really a front line. You have Ivern that's going to be able to provide shields to the champions, but there's not really a tank that's going to be able to sit there and soak up the damage. So this enables Cinco Gazer to go that really aggressive 80 carry Renekton build again without being able to be punished too terribly much for it. Especially if he gets ahead again, he can just take over this game like he did last game.
Yeah, I feel like Elyon's best bet to winning team fights is having the Kennen ult. Like have Kennen either flash in an ult and stun most of Purple Cobras, or if that's not an option, then they need to do the best they can to poke down Purple Cobras as much as possible, so that way the Draven can get his damage off and like finish up those kills and play to get Draven big.
Yeah, so we are going to get into this game very shortly. There's a few things that I would like to just say before we get into this game 2. The bet is still open for the next couple minutes. You have only a few minutes, so if you want to get your bets in, I would suggest betting now. Either bet for ELG or PPC, get those final bets locked in. Stay tuned after the series. We do also have a big announcement coming. So you're not going to want to leave midway through the game or right after the game. We do have some very exciting news and some stuff that you guys definitely won't want to miss. So we are going to get onto the riff very shortly, play this game, and then stick around for some of the other stuffs. We will hear from our sponsors here very shortly, and I will see you guys back on the riff for game 2 featuring Purple Cobras against Elyon Gaming.
My name is Tim Borseth, and I own and operate Games XP in Decorah, Iowa. Games XP is a geek paradise. We carry everything from Pong and Atari all the way to Xbox One and PS4, and all the games that would go with those consoles as well. We also carry a ton of movies. We have handheld games. We have Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon. We have D&D and Pathfinder. We carry Warhammer 40K. We have a vintage Star Wars selection. This place is great. My wife and I have had 6 kids, and they are so much fun to work with here at the store. They run the store as much as I do.
And we now repair cell phones, game consoles, computers, and small electronics.
Our store is instant fun. Not only is there cool music and cool stuff to look at, but we have a game room that is so much fun. It's free to play, and you just plug in your game system and enjoy life. The GXPC motto is bringing joy to people's lives through our products, people, and a place to play. So you have got to come to Decorah, Iowa, and check out GXPC and experience this geek gaming paradise.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Summoner's Rift. We do have Game 2 coming through. On the blue side this game, we do have Purple Cobras, and they are taking on Elyon Gaming, who is on the right side here. So Game 1, we did see a dominating performance on the side of Purple Cobras. We're going to see if Elyon Gaming is able to bounce back from here. So in this game, what do you think Elyon wants to do in this early game to kind of set them up to go into this late game?
In early game, they just need to, maintain vision control in their jungle and just not get picked off. I think that's their best bet, and just wait till Draven's starting to build some items, and same with Vel'Koz and Kennen.
Ooh, flash by both players there. Desolate Earth trades his flash for C9 Sneakies to go for that little early cheese. So flash down already for Draven. That might be something we need to look forward to later on in this game. The response to the invade was getting some vision from the side of Elyon, so they are going to be able to spot out this where the jungler is going to start on Purple Cobras.
Right, and NCC is just like, Cinco Gazer. I think he spot out Kennen for a second there and was like, hey, wait, no.
So interesting enough, we're going to see how Purple Cobras is able to deal with the pathing from the Ivern. Ivern's pathing is a little bit different than most junglers here. So we do see he marked the red buff. They do spot him on the ward there, but he's going to be able to get in here and smite this blue buff away. The only thing that might stop him is the roam over from the side of Purple Cobras. The problem is, that's all he had to do. He was there for less than 5 seconds, picks it up. He is looking to get a gank on to Cinco Gazer. However, Raynor wasn't ready, it doesn't seem, and he just kind of stuns him and walks back into his jungle to start collecting his camps.
Yeah, I feel like we're just going to see a lot of poke from both teams early on in this game. I feel like that's their best bet to getting ahead, is just to see who can poke who down the most.
So we do see Friction hovering around this mid lane, trying to get something off here, but I'm not sure if there's much of a gank potential onto this mid lane. He's going to be able to do a bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take him down. Yeah, unfortunately, Friction's not able, he just doesn't produce that much damage, and Friction might be in a tough spot here. That's not the case. They are going to start fighting over this Scuttle Crab. Friction does pick it up. Or, I'm sorry, that was Hottie Williams does pick it up with the smite.
Right, and we just kind of have to wait for Friction to get some items. He doesn't really do much without them. A lot of poke though coming from Big Brain mid here. Frisian just can't seem to dodge today.
Yeah, however, that Q did a bit of damage with that Comet there. That's gonna start adding up. Raynor is able to start to bully this Renekton in the early game. Kennen has typically a good matchup into the Renekton, as long as he keeps his distance and doesn't allow Renekton to get on top of him. So I would expect him to get a lot of pressure from the jungler of Friction in this version. But it looks like they just are continuing to search for this mid lane. I'm noticing a trend in these games. There's a lot of jungle action in the mid lane.
Yeah, I feel like Elyon Gaming sees Frisian as a threat, considering he did play for Elyon a couple seasons ago. And, you know, Oni in particular knows, you know, how good of a mid laner Frisian can be if put on the correct champions. And, you know, they just, on the side of Purple Cobras, I feel like they just want to try to get Frisian ahead just so he can try to help out his teammates a little bit more.
Yeah, so the big thing I want to point out now is just how big of a lead Ivern has in the jungle. 13 CS lead. He's going to be able to... His clear is just so fast. He has the level as well. The issue with this Ivern is there's just not much he's doing at the moment. I think he needs to focus attention more so on the lanes that can assist him, like the Kennen lane and this bot lane. I think sitting mid on the Malphite just isn't doing too much for him right now.
Right, and we do see, you know, Ezreal trying to poke, but with the Rakan shields, it's a little bit difficult. But Purple Cobras in the bot lane, they're definitely trying to like push and do some damage to that tower. They're definitely, you know, applying a lot of lane pressure here.
Yeah, we do see the hook from Desolate Earth. It's the minion there. Getting some crab control on this top side. We do see Synchro Gazer does a really good job, pushes the lane, and allows himself to come down and assist this Lee Sin with picking up that crab. So moving forward, you know, we're kind of in just kind of a farm fest right now. Not too much action in this early game. As we say, that Jerd does go in on the knockup here, but he is taking a lot of damage here. Sneaky going low. He's going to do a lot of damage as well, being Draven. So a little bit of action to keep us awake here. Nothing too much going here.
Yeah, personally, I don't particularly like Rakan with Draven. I'd rather have a spellcaster like Karma or you know, maybe Nami or Lulu, or maybe even like a tank like a Braum or Leona paired with Draven is really good. But I'm not really sure how the Rakan and the Draven are going to work out for Elyon Gaming this game.
Yeah, we'll see. We are starting to see some of these champions hit this level 6. So I expect this game is going to kick into high gear shortly. Synchro Gazer goes in onto Raynor, forces the flash out. Just for the slice and dice, hasn't even popped his ultimate there. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think if I were Purple Cobras, I would look to dive this Kennen relatively.
I mean, we already saw that Synchro Gazer was able to, you know, do quite a bit of damage to Raynor in the top lane. So I think...
So nice roam from the side of Jerd. They are going to be able to take down for the first blood there. But we do see Frisian coming through. Hits the knockup here. Here comes Synchro Gazer. Oh man, so that's devastating from the side of Purple Cobras. They do lose their jungler in the Lee Sin, but the two laners, very good vision, map awareness, are able to pick up 2 kills in that trade.
And Synchro knows that Raynor doesn't have flash and wants to go in on that, but Raynor is super speedy and can dash away.
Yes, Kennen is a very annoying champion to deal with here. If he plays it correctly, there's not much that Synchro Gazer can do. He just has to when he goes in for that slice and dice, just run away, basically. That being said, if he missteps just a little bit, Cinco Gazer is going to be able to get this kill pretty soon, especially after he goes and chops right here. All right, we do see a Cloud Drake as the first Drake spawn, so one of the teams will definitely pick up, look towards that objective shortly. We do see a play set up in this mid lane here. So I do think I want to see Purple Cobras be a little bit more aggressive and try to get this game rolling. Now that they have Frisian has his ultimate, Lee Sin has his kick here, I would like to see them kind of go in pretty strong and get this game rolling into the mid game.
Right, and we do see that Ivern was coming down looking for a gank, but the Purple Cobras did have that ward. I was able to spot him out, let him know with a little Ezreal Q that he was there.
Yes, and we still see the assault on the spot lane. Tomato Farmer and Desolate Earth are just pushing them in and going down. And Ivern hasn't been able to assist here. We see 4 members of Purple Cobras gravitating toward this bot lane. And if they're not careful, they're going to lose this first tower.
Yeah, all the members of Purple Cobra are playing pretty aggressive in their lanes. Frisian's pushed up more than halfway. Cinco Gazer's been fluctuating back and forth, but for the most part, he's been pushed up. And that's a forced flash out of Frisian there.
Yep. Friction once big brain mid, taken really low. There goes the kick. Hottie Williams does hit the root there. Daisy just comes and bops him on the head. Rainer going really low. Boom, pop. Cinco Gazer picking up a kill. And we do see the trade here. Cinco Gazer already at 2-0 again. He is looking to take over another game here. It just looks like, I don't know, they didn't... Elyon just... They do make some good plays here, but it seems like they haven't learned from what happened last game. And Cinco Gazer is in a very good spot to just take over this game like he did last one.
Right, and we do see a Hottie Williams coming up and trying to make something happen, but not quite.
All right, so objectively here, we do see some items starting to come through. The BF sword coming through from the Draven. It looks like he is looking to start with this Bloodthirster, maybe to sustain this poke that they're receiving in the bot lane. Tiamat's coming through for both the jungler and the top laner of Purple Cobras. Malphite has completed his Hextech Proto Belt, so he's just going to be able to get closer into range to hit those ultimates here shortly. I will say, Malphite's doing a really good job of keeping up in farm. Here comes Desolate Earth. They want to go aggressive here. Does miss the hook. Are they going to be able to finish it off here? Hottie Williams goes aggressive onto Cinco Gazer, taken really low. Is he going to be able to get the stun off in time? He flashes in, picks up the auto attack, gets the kill onto that. Rainer, nice job on his end. Friction once more going in. He does have his Dragon's Kick available here shortly. There it is. Is he going to be able to take down Rainer? He is. Hottie Williams, though, is up there looking to get this kill back to Friction. Friction's going to be able to escape. Oh, here comes Daisy. Is he going to be able to hit the root there? He does. Daisy's lagging. Brain lag from Daisy. He didn't want the kill. But they do get that first turret gold in the bot lane.
Yeah, I feel like given the circumstances, Hottie Williams played that pretty well in the top lane. He is able to shut down the Cinco Gazer and then almost get the kill off on Friction. So he didn't give away a kill, and he got close to getting 2 kills. So.
Yeah, so we do see a bit of an early lead going over to Purple Cobras already. They are already up a 1k gold lead. The majority of that gold seems to be on the bot lane right now. Ezreal's starting to get a lead and the Renekton is also about 1k. So here we go again. We see the fight in the mid game. He does spot the Renekton, and Jerd goes boom. Frisian just saw him and jumped on him there. That Malphite's going to be able to pick off members like that. There's not really a front line that can hold up to that. Tomato Farmer, though, going really low. Good job from the side of Desolate Earth to flay him out of that ultimate to let him survive. So good play from Purple Cobras to pick up another kill.
Yeah, so we just see that Purple Cobras is trying to get that vision control in the river, and you know, Elyon Gaming does have quite a bit. It's just I don't think it's really around objectives, which is I think what Purple Cobras is trying to target next, as we see that the Lee Sin's on the dragon, so he might be able to solo this without too much help coming in from the mid lane.
We do see some fighting in the top lane. Raynor taken really low. So the interesting thing about this top lane, we do see the Bilgewater Cutlass coming out first item for Kennen here. So that ultimate didn't really do much damage. Oh, nice hook from Desolate Earth, followed by the flay. The Dragon Kick comes through, and the kill is going to go over to Tomato Farmer. Here comes the axes from Draven, not able to pick up Tomato Farmer there. So another kill for the side of Purple Cobras. They are starting to grow their lead now.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while we were watching top lane, Friction did secure that Windrake on the side of Purple Cobras. So they have that lovely bonus movement speed.
Hottie Williams deciding he wants a little bit more of Renekton, but he is taken very low by one Renekton. Here comes Friction just pops him there, and Raynor's going really low. Friction's going to be able to secure this kill here, and they are going to take that. A little bit of BM here. He said, I don't even need to auto attack you. You're just going to die anyway. And another turret picked up. So we do see the snowball starting to roll for the side of Purple Cobras once again. 8 kills to 3. 2 turrets and a Windrake. They are up 4k gold, and there's another pick. They're on a rampage here, and Purple Cobras are just going on all cylinders right now.
And we already see that there's a 4k gold lead for Purple Cobras. They're up 6 kills, and they have that dragon. Also, it looks like Friction's going to try to push in this mid wave and get some damage off on this mid lane tower, the tier 1. Meanwhile, I think that Friction is trying to get a little bit of vision control around that Rift Herald.
Yeah, Rift Herald is going to be another piece too. Just like last game, they were able to take that and push down a lane and break open that second wave of turrets pretty quickly into the game. Sitting at 16 minutes right now, they are feeling very comfortable. The other concern I have is 2 of the kills are on Ivern, and Ivern is typically just like a support jungler as well. Here comes the flash from the Cinco Gazer, doing a lot of damage onto Raynor there. He isn't able to finish him off yet, but you see just how strong Cinco Gazer already is in this game. Here comes the True Shot Barrage. A little bit to the right there. He might have been able to pop it up. So we do see, and the Ezreal is going AP in this game. I just noticed that. So we have AP Ezreal, and Thresh is building crit. They're just BMing at this point. So crit Ezreal, or I'm sorry, crit Thresh, AP Ezreal. They are ahead, just kind of playing with their food at this point.
I mean, someone has to start the new metas, so why not it be Purple Cobras?
Yes, that is true. Looking to be some trendsetters here. We do have a Death Bush set up, but a nice Q from the Vel'Koz is going to sniff that out there.
Yeah, and we do see that Purple Cobras is just trying to clear out some vision here and there, while top lane is getting pushed by Ezreal and Thresh.
Alright, Daisy is popped here, trying to get Synchro Gazer popped out. Again, not doing too much damage, unfortunately. Cinco Gazer is very strong. Kennen is getting kind of some gold back in this game. He is sitting alone in the bot lane, just kind of split push farming. So we'll see if he's able to pull it up. But it does look like he's going towards more of an AD style build. The bad thing about that is I feel like he's kind of missed the opportunity for that to be really strong. He fell behind, and it's not going to be able to impact these team fights as much as the AP build is going to go. Here comes Jerd trying to go aggressive. The quickness is popped, does get the charm on the Tomato Farmer, but Tomato Farmer takes the Thresh Lantern and is safe once more. And they are looking to turn back onto this tier 2 top turret.
Right, and meanwhile, Frisian's bot lane trying to get a wave pushing, and Cinco Gazer's rotated to mid to again try to get a little bit of damage off on this tier 1 tower that they've yet to get.
Yeah, so we do see
like
the Baron.
Finally get it.
Alright, so another tier 1. They do get that final tier 1 turret. So Purple Cobra is now being able to push to the second layer of the defense of Elyon here. We do have another Drake spawning. It is an Infernal Drake, so that's another important objective that is coming up soon, as well as the Baron that's going to be spawning a few seconds before that. Friction is looking at this. Vel'Koz wants it. Oh, nice flash from the side of Big Brain mid to save himself. Wow. Cinco Gazer goes in. I think he underestimated the shield that Ivern could do. Here comes the Frisian, pops the ultimate. Down goes Kennen once more, and that's a killing spree for Cinco Gazer. I'm sorry, that was Frisian.
Yeah, we do see that Purple Cobras has gone ahead and dropped a couple words around that dragon. The next dragon, let me check for you guys, is Infernal, so that would be nice for Purple Cobras to have. It looks like Friction's going to go ahead and start that. Meanwhile, you know, both side lanes are pushed and mid lane is pushing for Purple Cobras, so this should be a fairly uncontested dragon, as no one on Elyon Gaming knows that Friction is there.
And the Infernal Drake does go over to Purple Cobras there. So just another objective that's going to make this game even harder for Elyon to come back from.
Yeah, we did see a Draven ult go towards Baron, so Elyon, I think, because they didn't have vision on either objectives at the moment, so I think they thought that Purple Cobras were ballsy enough to go for the Baron rather than the safer pick of the Infernal Drake there. So that just shows you what some of these teams think of the other ones, like, oh, Purple Cobras could definitely get a dragon at 20 minutes, or a Baron at 20 minutes, rather than going for the dragon.
Yeah, we do see the Purple Cobras had the vision set up, which is what allowed them to, I mean, they have vision control of most of the map at this point. There's a few defensive wards from Elyon, but they pretty much have all the vision they can need to pick up these objectives.
Right, and I feel like the Kennen pick has been doing a lot better at dealing with the Renekton than the previous pick of the Gangplank.
Yeah, he did opt for that AD on hit build, so it's kind of better for the 1v1 matchup. The unfortunate thing is once we get into these team fight situations, it's going to be a lot less impactful than the AoE damage that you're going to provide from AP Kennen. And Frisian goes in, pops sneaky, down he goes. Friction is unstoppable, picks up another kill. Nice hook from Desolate Earth. He's going to go down. Jerd is going to go down once again. Friction once more on to Hottie Williams, taken really low. He is going to take down Hottie Williams, but does lose his life. A little over-aggression from the side of Purple Cobras, and they are paying for it. We do see the hook miss from Desolate Earth, and Kennen doesn't want anything to do with it. They'll just call it at that. And in the meantime, Cinco Gazer just continues to split push and pick up another turret.
Yeah, and what a lot of these teams don't realize is that, you know, while Purple Cobras are 4v5ing you know, they always have Cinco Gazer going and pushing a lane and getting an objective. So it just shows you how strong these players are individually, and like for them to be able to have a team fight somewhere else on the map and then also win it, or at least like go even while another one of their players are pushing out another lane.
Yeah, so good macro play from the side of Purple Cobras. They do get another pick on that here. So at this point, Elyon Gaming, they're going to need... Purple Cobras is just going to have to throw for them to be able to come back into this game. As we see, Friction picks up another kill onto Hottie Williams. We do see the full ult coming through, but Big Brain mid, but not able to pick anyone off at that point.
Yeah, we do have almost a 10k gold lead for Purple Cobras. It's actually up 9k.
All right, Renekton has his eyes set on this top tier 2 turret, so they are going to look to crack the base of Elyon relatively soon. Baron is up, so that's another objective on the map that Purple Cobras can turn their sights to. That side of the map is dark for both teams, so we will want to see one of these teams going in there, try to get some vision set up for that Baron play. Rainer going aggressive onto Cinco Gazer. He is down 2 levels, however, so at this point, I don't know if he can be able to come back. So he opted for the Blade of the Rune King, and now he's building a Seeker's Arm Guard, I guess for the armor, but that's kind of like a... It seems like he's just kind of mixing the 2 builds up there, so that's an interesting buy from Rainer.
I would like to point out that the Thresh bought a Dark Seal.
Yeah, at this point, it's just kind of like, they're just kind of BMing. I think they know they won this game, but yeah, Dark Seal, we'll see if he can get it. We'll see if he turns it into the next item. What's the, you know the one I'm talking about. What's
yeah,
the
but
item
I don't know the name either.
It slipped my mind here. Somebody in chat help me. What does Dark Seal build into? I don't know. Oh well, we'll get back into this game here. So we do have Cinco Gazer pushing in the top turret now. The rest of Purple Cobras just are looking for more kills, setting up some death pushes here. Cinco Gazer going aggressive, forces the cannon to flash. That should allow them to pick up this bot tier 2 turret. Magi's Soul Stealer, that's the item. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Here we go again, looking for another fight here. Friction trying to get onto this Rakan. He is able to get out. Goes in aggressive once again. Oh man, Rain. It's gonna go down once again. We'll see who picks up the kill. Cinco Gazer gets the kill here. Here comes the quickness from the side of Jerd. They are going to be able to pick up Friction. Hottie Williams does get that kill here. But Purple Cobra's just pushing into the base at this point.
Yeah, we do have a Cinco Gazer pushing the bot lane, and Tomato Farmers up top lane trying to get this tier 2 tower.
Jerd, looks like they're trying their hardest to do something here. They notice there's only 2 members, all 5 members in it, but they're not able to engage on this fight. They don't really have any sort of engage, and Frisian turns back the fight here. The Dominus is popped from Cinco Gazer going low, not able to go in. Tomato Farmer does pick the kill up with a True Shot Barrage there. Going really low once again. Cinco Gazer is so strong, doing so much damage now. A double kill for both Tomato Farmer and Cinco Gazer, and they turn their sights on this cannon, are going to pick up the triple kill, and that should do this game. There is a shutdown going back over to the cannon, but they have 30 seconds to end this game. Let's see if they're able to close it out. Looks like they're just going to be able to take this inhib and back off.
Well, they might rotate mid as well and get that.
They are going for the end here. So we will see maybe one more fight from the side of Elyon to bring this game, see if they can stop the bleeding and crawl back in. just kind
Yeah,
of
I
a
just
waiting
feel
point
like
here.
Draven wasn't able to snowball. Like, he hasn't even gotten his cash in from his passive.
Yeah, so this is the last fight. Frisian is on the outside, unseen. Here comes the ultimate. Blows up the Rakan. Tomato Farmer on a killing spree, picks up another kill. Now they're on to Sneaky here. Friction with that kill. Knocks it down. There it goes. And this is going to be, oh, nice hook from Desolate Earth. Kind of predicted the walking path there. And now they turn their eyes on to Ken, and the last remaining teammate that's alive. They are going to be able to pick that up. That goes over to the Lee Sin. And they should, at this point, just be able to finish this game off. So another dominating performance from the side of Purple Cobras. Some big score lines on their side. And they will improve their record. What is your guys' record sitting after this series?
I'm actually not certain.
All right, well, we will have to look into that. Looks like there is going to be one more fight here. The death timers aren't long enough to kind of end at this point. The turret goes down. Cinco Gazer just pumping out huge amounts of damage. And Friction does go down. Wow. 1 Q from the Malphite, and he picks up a double kill. That's a huge combo there. They're just kind of padding their stats at this point, trying to pick up more kills. As the Nexus goes down, we do have a win for Purple Cobras in Game 2. So that's going to be the series. So that is a 6-2 record for the side of Purple Cobras, and Elyon Gaming falls to 0-8 after this match here. So a huge win for Purple Cobras. They continue to show their ducks here. You know, you kind of mentioned a little bit what happened that late game, but it seemed like they just were able to snowball pretty much every lane here. So, you know, based on that, who do you think deserves MVP for that series?
Oh, jeez. I really want to interview Tomato Farmer. Like, just because I want to know what his thought process was on the Teemo in the first game and then the AP Ezreal in the second game. So please drag him in here.
All right, so we are going to get an interview with Tomato Farmer, the carry / mid laner for Purple Cobras.
Hello.
And he is in here.
Hey, Life, what's going on?
Just 1-2-0 versus EOG. Life is good.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a couple questions about your game. Like I did say before the game started that the first one to die was banned, so unfortunately you're banned. You gave first blood to Talon.
And the next 5.
Yeah, and the next 5. Thank you. But I wanna know what your thought process was on the Teemo in your first game.
Well, you know, Cinco, our boys, basically reneged in one trick, and we were just betting tough for him, and he was like, man, I sure hope he doesn't take Teemo into me, and I was like, say no more, fam, I got you. And I locked in Teemo.
All right, so you decided there was some strategy behind it, yeah? You wanted to basically give your boy Cinco the best lane matchup he could have.
Naturally.
Well, it definitely paid off. He had a huge game 1. I believe he ended with 15 kills. You know, so good. Congratulations on the series. It was a really strong performance from you guys. What have you guys been doing to kind of prepare for your matches and you know, moving forward? What do you guys have planned to you know, keep going at this pace?
Well, most of our builds and strats are coming from a lot of practice we did yesterday. I know me and the boys sat down for like a 4 or 5 hour session of just back-to-back Nexus Blitz, and that's when the inspiration came from.
All right, the Nexus Blitz really getting you going there. All right, well, congratulations on the win. Quasars, do you have any more questions for Tomato Farmer?
Yeah, one more. I saw that you're going AP Ezreal in the second game. Do you think that's better than like AD, or like what's the thought process behind that one?
Well, if Frisian wanted to go AP Malphite, and I was just like, well, you know what? I can one shot better than you, and AP Ezreal was just the thing.
Okay. I have a really tough time understanding you, and I just wanted to get in your head for a second there. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us, Tomato Farmer. Do you have anything else that you want to say before we move on?
GG, well played.
All right.
Any
Well,
shout outs?
Shout out to my boy Hoddy Williams for telling me that he's gonna gank me, and I thought it was a misdirection, but then he actually camped me.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Tomato Farmer. Good job on the series tonight. I believe you guys are next in action. I think you play Schism at some point. We're still trying to figure out when that match is going to go through from week 3, but we will see you guys later. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
All right. And with that, we are now going to have our big announcement here. So we do have a very short video that's going to kind of tell us what's going on. So enjoy. Hi guys, welcome back here. So as you can see, we do have a new team joining the Games XP Championship. We are joined today by the captain, one of the captains of the team, Balthasar, and the team we have here is Reign of Kings. Welcome, Balthasar.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Well, it's awesome to have you guys coming in. We did have a slot kind of fall open for you. So, what made you guys decide to join this league?
Yeah, like you said, we're joining GXPC midway through. I mean, obviously coming in late, it'll have a bit of an effect on how well we can do on the standings. But we're really up for the challenge. We're a newer team. We've been together for about 2 months now, but we practice a lot, and we've been keeping an eye on the tournament. There's some really great competition out here, so I think it's a good opportunity for us to kind of hone our skills. Our goal for this season is to avoid relegation, but hopefully if the cards align, we can make a push for the playoffs and get through this year.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys are starting on the second half of the season. Reign of Kings is a team that is known a little bit. You guys did play in the ABL Season 3. That team was led by Weimel, who is now abused. So is that just an adaptation of that team, or did you guys just kind of separate and just, start fresh? How did you guys come together?
Yeah, well, I kind of brought a roster together just with the intention of kind of getting branding down the road. I was kind of looking for player synergy first and foremost. And Eli was one of the guys I picked up, Abused Mother, or Ajad, and he's a really good jungler, really good kid. And he kind of got us under the branding of ROK and got us into this tournament. So it's been working out so good so far.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you mentioned you guys are being welcome in Season 4. So what can we expect to see from you guys coming in? Your goal is not to get relegated, but do you think you guys you have a realistic shot at playoffs at this point?
Well, we've been scrimming about 3 or more times a week for a month. In fact, right now I'm actually watching us scrim with a sub, so I can be here. But yeah, we're really committed to doing our best and giving you guys some quality content. I think we can do some serious damage here yet.
That's awesome. Well, I know I'm excited to see you guys on the Rift. I know Eli, he's a good guy. It's going to be awesome having you guys in this series here. Is there anything else that you want to say before we end the stream for the evening?
I just want to thank you guys for having us, and I hope it's the beginning of a bright future for both parties.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks for coming by, Balthasar. It was a pleasure having you, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next couple weeks to see what you guys can do.
Hey, thanks, brother. Hopefully we can remain undefeated.
That's right. Have a good one.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys, and with that, we are going to go ahead and end our stream for the evening. Thank you guys so much for staying by. We had another big turnout today, and we couldn't do this without you. But I'm Evolve. I was joined by my co-caster Quasar,
Hey.
and we like to sign off for the night. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Yeah, bye.